I'm Jean Latham with Global Eco Travel. Eco Travel in the 21st century with eco-friendly and sustainable country club golf courses. Clint here is very knowledgeable and has been very cordial to be able to come here tonight and talk with us. We're going to talk a little bit about the Caribou Country Club and where it lies and the things that you're doing in terms of the sustainable practices.
You've got an area of Wisconsin that was carved by glaciers and left behind a lot of really neat topography for us to work with when it comes to building the course. I mean, they really did a nice job. Kind of brings you back to that almost networking that certification process provides. And it attaches you to these other places who are still doing things. Take a look at what they're doing. Could you be doing those things?
It actually is cost effective for them to do that. Like, you're not spending the money on all these like terrible pesticides and insecticides and all those things, and it's actually become financially a really good thing in addition to maintaining the health of the land.
Yeah, we've got. My superintendent every year comes to me with these new. He's got a great idea every year, and a lot of times it's an application of one kind that reduces the need for another kind, and it's unbelievable how he is abreast of those things. And I think that there's a push. You asked about the PGA specifically, but then also the Golf Course Superintendents Association. There's also a push on their end of it too, and they're really heavily involved because those are the guys that answer those questions. Those are the guys that answer for it a lot of times.
Those are the ones that help set the rules and
well, they're
the guidelines.
The ones applying them. I mean, they're the ones out there doing the work when it comes to making those decisions.
So it's really the golf industry as a whole then that really are conscientious.
It's a joint effort.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's the way. Anytime you're going to tackle an issue that big, it has to be that way. Everybody has to be involved in order for it to really succeed. So yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
Right. I got a really quick question too. One of the things we were talking earlier about kind of maintaining some of and I'm jumping back here a little bit, maintaining some of the natural things in the area. I understand that there is like an Indian burial ground on the golf course. Is that right?
Yeah. Close. Yeah? It's not. It's been determined that they are not actual. It's not a cemetery. There's no human remains there.
Okay.
But they're actually what they refer to as effigy mounds.
Oh,
and so they are. I have some old maps that were drawn by one of the earlier guys that came through this area, and they're in the shape of animals. So they were built. I wouldn't say as an offering, but they were built to the gods, so to speak, or for these animals. And so there's a snake on our course and a bear on our course, so they all have a different shape to them.
Right.
And yeah, they're neat. I mean, we have with the Historical Society, we keep them marked. We require that people don't play off of them, and it's our. When we acquired the land to build on, that was part of the agreement, is that we would maintain those so that they don't lose their shape, and we would do everything we can.
So you actually maintain the integrity of the...
we make sure that they're very much, the thing is they're very much in play. They're right in the middle of the golf course. So I mean, like, you're playing...
You can't get around it.
No, I mean, but sometimes it's good. Sometimes you take that free drop off there and it helps you out a little bit, so it's not so bad.
There you go. It's all about the free drop off.
We have people that come from a long ways. We have people that come out that have no interest in golf whatsoever, and they just want to go out on the course and visit those mounds and see those mounds. So it's really neat. It brings people to our course that would never otherwise probably be at our golf course.
Exactly.
So
Clint, one of the things that in terms of from a global eco traveling perspective and our eco travel certification process, is we need to know what the feedback is, or what the interest is in terms of, for instance, why would it be of interest to you as a golf course to be certified from an ecology perspective?
It really comes down to just making the consumer aware of what is happening on behalf of the eco movement at your club. Same reason we would carry certification with the Audubon Society. There is a certain segment of America that's very important to, and we want them to know that it's important to us too. With the eco travel, there's a growing segment of America that the eco travel is important to, and sustainability is important to, and so we want them to know that it's important to us too. When the consumer is looking at, do I want A or B? Well, A does this and B doesn't do this. Why wouldn't I? Wouldn't I go to A? So it's really just about educating them as to the fact that we care too, and this is what we're doing. This is what shows that we care. And so it's just about making them aware of your efforts and and actually, seeing the rewards of your efforts.
So, do you feel that this type of certification, an eco type of certification, would be important to other golf courses, other venues such as yours?
Yeah, golf courses for sure, because like I said, the golf course industry as a whole has battled that stigma of not really caring for the environment,
Right.
And tearing up these beautiful natural landscapes and putting
Exactly.
in golf courses. So for us, more than a lot of industries, I think it carries even more weight for an industry like ours, where we are so directly
We have
tied
that kind
to
of-
the
yeah,
environment. I mean,
exactly.
Our industry definitely affects the environment. It definitely affects the area that we're in, and so the kind of effect that we have is important. And it's up to us to have a positive effect. And if we are able to have a positive effect, and people are wanting to support us for having that effect and
Right.
for making those efforts,
Right.
then we want to make it known that that's what we're doing.
Well, and the great thing is interested, excuse me, as you are in the industry as far as promoting that, we are equally interested in what you're saying, because our certification and our show gives all of the industries that either have challenges and or are really conscientious about wanting to make those changes, it gives them a voice and a forum, actually. And so that's one of the things that we want to do, and I have been doing, is it allows for like an exchange out there for the people that are in the same industry as you are, and to be able to exchange those ideas. So, it's just a matter of time. People, a lot of people getting involved and like the word getting out and having those discussions and those ongoing discussions, and it's all about just improving the world. I mean, and the earth, and all the things that are really important to us. So.
You bet. I mean, if I would love to be able to say that it was my idea to implement any of the
We'll
things
say
that
it.
we've done. Well,
Yeah.
But if somebody else didn't have that idea first, I probably wouldn't
Right.
have ever thought of it.
Right.
I mean, everything that I've done came from someone else, and so having the access to other places and having someone to go to and say, hey.
Right.
We want to do this. How have you done
Right.
this? Or just give it ideas, and then you're going to see a whole different. I think you'll see a number of levels of capability. I
Yeah.
mean, there's going to be golf courses that don't have the budget to do certain things, but what we can show you are things that you can do that don't affect your budget and will actually
Yeah.
help your budget. And then you have a course that has an unlimited budget,
Right.
and so they can take on a whole new set
Right.
of issues. And I think you'll see just a number of different courses approaching it in different ways depending on what they can do.
That's an excellent point. And that's across the board. It's not only golf courses, and golf courses, of course, are probably, because there is a lot of cost prohibitive things. But one of the things we have found with a lot of the businesses that we're working with is they don't believe that they have the financial wherewithal to be able to make those changes. And just as you said it very eloquently, there are a lot of things that people can do that do not cost a lot of money that make tons of difference in terms of water usage and the land and the products that are being put into land.